Before you scroll away, pause for just 10 seconds, because what happened after those 10 seconds changed a life forever. And if stories of courage, raw talent, and impossible comebacks move your heart, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel, because stories like this deserve to be seen and shared. The theater lights were blinding, the kind that make your heart race and your hands shake even before you open your mouth. A slim Filipino boy stood alone at the center of the AGT stage, shoulders slightly hunched, gripping the microphone as if it were the only thing keeping him upright. He wore a simple white jacket, nothing flashy, nothing loud, almost like he didn't want to be noticed. The crowd murmured politely, unsure. Simon Cowell leaned back in his chair, arms crossed, expression unreadable. The boy took a breath and began to sing Elvis Presley's classic in a soft, trembling voice. 10 seconds passed, then Simon raised his hand. The music stopped. A sharp wave of silence crashed over the room, gasps echoed through the audience. The boy froze, eyes wide, heart sinking straight into his chest. In that single moment, every fear he had ever carried came rushing back. The nights he practiced quietly so neighbors wouldn't complain, the days he was told he was dreaming too big, the moments he doubted whether a boy from a small Filipino town had any right standing on this stage. His hands began to shake. He bowed his head slightly, already preparing himself for rejection. Simon leaned forward. Stop. Stop for a second. The boy nodded nervously, whispering a soft yes, sir. Simon studied him carefully. I'm going to be honest with you. That wasn't working. The words hit like a punch to the chest. Somewhere in the audience, a woman covered her mouth. The boy swallowed hard, blinking back tears. He had imagined many endings to this audition, but not this. Not like this. He waited for the final blow, the polite dismissal, the walk of shame off the stage. Then Simon said something unexpected. I don't think you're singing the right song. The boy looked up, confused. I think, Simon continued, you're holding something back. I want you to forget trying to sound perfect. I want you to show us who you really are. Can you do another song? Hope flickered, just a spark, but it was enough. The boy nodded, this time more firmly. He adjusted the microphone, closed his eyes, and took a deep breath that seemed to come from somewhere deep within his soul. When he opened his mouth again, everything changed. This time, his voice didn't shake. It soared, rich, powerful, emotional, like Elvis himself had stepped into the body of a young Filipino dreamer. The first note sent chills through the room. The audience leaned forward. One judge's eyes widened. Another slowly smiled. The boy's voice carried pain, love, and years of quiet struggle all at once. He wasn't just singing anymore, he was telling his story. As he sang, memories flooded his mind. Singing at family gatherings while relatives clapped and laughed. Performing on street corners for spare change. Being told that music wasn't a real future. Losing confidence. Finding it again. Losing it again. And still, never giving up. The chorus hit, and the crowd erupted. Cheers burst from every corner of the theater. People stood up. Some wiped tears from their eyes. The boy felt it, the energy, the belief, the moment he had dreamed of for so long. His fear melted away, replaced by something stronger than nerves, purpose. When the final note rang out, there was silence for half a second, then the entire theater exploded. A standing ovation. The boy stood there in shock, chest heaving, eyes glistening as he tried to process what was happening. Simon rose from his chair slowly, clapping. That, Simon said firmly, is who you are. The judges praised not just his voice, but his courage to stop, to listen, and to come back stronger. They spoke about how real artists aren't defined by perfection, but by honesty. When the votes came in, it was unanimous. 4 yes. Backstage, the boy broke down in tears. He thought of his family watching from home, of every moment he nearly quit, of how close he came to walking off that stage after 10 seconds. That interruption, the thing that felt like failure, turned out to be the doorway to his breakthrough, and that's the lesson. Sometimes life stops you mid-song. Sometimes it tells you you're not ready, not good enough, not doing it right. But what matters is what you do next. Do you walk away, or do you take a breath and sing again, louder and truer than before? That Filipino Elvis didn't just earn applause that night. He proved that setbacks can be setups, and that belief, especially when it comes from within, can turn 10 seconds of doubt into a lifetime of hope. If this story inspired you even a little, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps bring more powerful stories like this to the world. And remember, when your moment comes, don't let fear silence your song.